Hello folks, and welcome to the Little Joe Show. And tonight, we're going to answer another request. I had a request to do Big Bill Broonzy's version of The Glory of Love. So, this is a great tune of his. He did a lot of these kinds of tunes, just real popular tunes. I guess Big Bill Broonzy was more of a songster. And that's great, because his playing was tremendous on this stuff. I'm going to do my best. I'm probably not going to take it at the speed he takes it, but I am going to show you how to play it. We're in standard E, A, D, G, B, E. Here's the tune. Alright guys, so there's the tune. Played a little bit clumsily, I must say, by me, but then again, I'm not Big Bill Broonzy. Alright, so we're in C. Now he does an interesting thing. He plays the C, but he keeps the bass on the 6th string. And Big Bill Broonzy does this monotonic bass quite a lot. So in this case, he's got his the 6th string at the 3rd fret, the 4th string at the 2nd fret, the 3rd string open, the 1st string at the 1st fret, and the 2nd string at the 1st fret, and the 1st string open. He's making a C like that, and I'm just blocking off the 5th string. And he's going. So what is that? It's open 1, 1 on 2, and then 2 open on 3, and it goes. And then we're going to go to the G7th. And all I'm doing is keeping my 3rd finger on that 3rd fret on the 6th string, and I'm putting my 1st finger on the 1st fret on the 1st string, and I'm just playing those, and I'm blocking off with the fat of that 3rd finger, the 5th string. And all the melody is just keeping this going. Ba 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 da. And it's just 2 times on the 1st string of the 1st fret, and then 3rd fret, 2nd string, open 2nd string, open 3rd string. So far. Well. Now, I'm going to put my pinky, and I'm going to keep that C chord that he plays. I'm going to put my pinky on the 3rd fret on the 1st string. And do that with the 1st strings, 2 strings. Ba, ba, ba. And then I'm going to go to an F. And the way I do this, because I'm not sure if Big Bill Broonzy played it with his thumb or if he did what I do, which is I'll lay my 1st finger across and just ignore again the 5th string. And I'll play the 6th string with my 1st finger on the 1st fret. And I'm making like an F bar chord, but I'm leaving out the 5th string. So I've got my 3rd finger on the 4th string at the 3rd fret, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 1st finger is barring all 6 strings at the 1st fret. So what am I doing on the top? It's going, while I'm holding that chord, I'm using my pinky to go 3, 3, 1, and then I'm playing the 3rd string. Remember, I'm at the 2nd fret, and going 3, 2, 3 as far as strings, holding that chord. And then I go back to the C. Now, this melody is 1, 4 on the 2nd string. 1 is open, open 1, 4, second string, open 1, 3, 1 on the second string. So, like that. And your pinky is going to play that 4 and 3 on the second string. And then we're going to do this G, which is another way to do it. All right, and that's just going to be keeping my third finger on the third fret of the sixth string, open 4 and 3, and then I've got my pinky again on the third fret of the second string. So I'm going on the second string, 3, 1, 3, 1, open, and then back to C. Okay. Now, it's got a little lick, and I love Big Bill Broonzy's licks. So we're going third fret on the second string, and we'll slide to the fifth. And we're going up to the first fret on the third string. That's essentially a C chord with only 2 notes. So we're going to hold them. 3, 5, second string, first fret, third fret, first string. Play that twice. Bum ba bum, bum ba bum, bum ba bum bum. Then I'm going to play the 5th fret on the first string, and I play the open third string. So, and then we're back to the same thing we did before. And then he's got this cool lick while he's going. All right, so what is that? We're holding that C chord, and we're keeping the bass going on the 6th string on the 3rd fret. And we're going to go. And I simply pull up with this finger and don't worry about what strings I'm hitting as long as I'm getting the first string at the 3rd fret. So I'm going boom, bum, bum, and then I'm going to do an arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, and then 2, holding the C chord. And then I do that pull up again twice. Then we're going to go into, I guess, what would be the B part. So I'm doing that F again. And why am I keeping not doing the full 1? Well, I don't have to in the first place, because all he does is plays on the 6th string. So, keeping this going. And we're playing the top 3 strings, or top 2 strings. Now, this is an interesting thing about his playing that comes up in this lick. Bum, bum, then on the first string, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1. Listen. Just keeping the beat going by still playing that, even though he's not going. He's going like that. So essentially, he's moving this, or I move it, but it does sound like he's just going to a rhythmic thing on the 6th string with no defined note. So, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1. So, what's this? 3, 5 on the 2nd string, and then 1 on the 3rd string 3 times. And then 5, 3, 1. Like that. So it's going to go 3 to 5 on the 2nd string, 3 times on 3 on the 1st string, 5, 3, 1 on the 2nd string, and then that C chord with our pinky at the 3rd fret on the 1st string. And then we're going to do the thing that we do with F again. Then we're going to that G where we've got the 3rd fret on the 6th string and the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And that 2nd string is your note that you're aiming for. Then he does that. We're moving his pinky to the 3rd fret on the 1st string, going ba ba, and then back through the. Got one of those killer riffs that he comes up with. So what's he doing? He's going to the 8th fret and sliding down the 1st string. And then 3rd fret on the 1st string. Now 4th fret on the 2nd string, and then open 1st string, and then 2nd string 1, 3rd string 2, 4th again on the 2nd string, open 1st, 1 on 2, 2 on 3, open 3, 4 on 4, or 3 on 4, and then 2 on 4. So, and then it's right into his singing. All right, guys. The tabs are available over on Patreon. It's Real Blues for only $1 a month. Don't forget about the newsletter. I'd love it if you guys would all sign up for the newsletter because it's a free lesson for you every month with some blues history. All right, guys. And you can do that by hitting me up at slyguitar71 at gmail.com. And the address for Patreon is running right along the top here. All right, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you on Friday for a quick lick. Patreon, guys, I'll see you tomorrow where we're going to go over your requested Ishman Bracey's Saturday Blues. All right, guys. See you later.